Good morning, all. I want to welcome us to this program, the MSME Virtual Business Conference and Exhibition. We've been planning for this and we are finally here. So, thank you for joining us. You have the link for our friends who need to join us in different places. You can share the link with your friends, you can share the links with your people in different places to join us. We're starting right away. I'm Blessed Dollar Saint from Empower Project. Our vision is to build a poverty-free continent by leveraging on the power of the internet and digital entrepreneurship. And we've had series of projects, series of programs, and this is one of the program as well. So, and today the project is taking a new dimension. We've had series of training, data skills, and all the stuff. But what we are having in this 3 days session is, trust me, this is superb. It is planned for MSME. It's planned for businesses, one in Nigeria and across Africa, because we have the vision to see that we support MSMEs across the continent. We want to serve as the bridge to businesses. We want to serve as a bridge to businesses all over Africa. We want to, we're bringing every opportunity available in digital to people, businesses, or potential entrepreneurs. Who are potential entrepreneurs? Oh, I'm in school or I'm a graduate. Instead of looking for a job, I think I can do something in the digital space. So, program that we're putting together are for people like this. And because we know that there are great opportunities available in the internet, uh, but so many of these are not being tapped by our people. So many people don't know that you can go online entirely and create a new business entirely, something different from a tradition, something different from what you know. And then some that have businesses don't know the tools that are available for them to leverage and to scale their businesses. So there are lots of stuff, there are a lot of things that we do in Empower Africa Project that we're finding a way that we can help businesses to thrive, that you can be able to do business anywhere now and get results. So, and today, the program, which is planned having the MSMEs in Africa in mind, the MSME Virtual Business Conference and Exhibition is kicking up. If you look at, there is a first edition of this particular program, and if you see you're joining us on business of Africa, underneath you will see in this on the side there, you will see some of the businesses that uh, we enlisted for exhibition. Check them out. They're going to be there. It's part of our contribution to businesses in Africa. It's part of our contribution, finding every way to see that we can support small businesses, especially. Now, for today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, as you have seen, as you have checked, we will be touching key aspects that with these businesses are really going to appreciate for it. Number one is we'll be looking at SMEDAN and the businesses and people, because so many people don't know SMEDAN and what do they do. So many people don't know SMEDAN and what do they do. Then some people actually know SMEDAN and have the idea of what they do, but they don't know how to how to benefit from what they do. And also, the MSME policy for 2022 to 2025 launch was launched, and it's available, and it's for businesses that are some projects, some things coming up for MSMEs, but which many of our MSMEs don't know. So we'll be looking at that today. We'll be considering that you'll be able to see how your business can benefit from the MSME policy, and that's for today. And then, of course, the Facebook has new experiences. Some of us must have seen it. That Facebook now has a classic page, which classic page is the page we used to before, and now there is what we call the new experiences. And I'm sure many people will have been having challenges around that, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to start with that for many of us to know. And that's why I decided to open the Facebook page. I'm going to explain to us what is the Facebook new experience is, and how does it, how the businesses can really benefit from there. And then tomorrow we'll be looking at the accounting. You can see we have our topics, which is we will check about, we'll see about accounting for businesses, bookkeeping, that's bookkeeping, accounting, and financial management for MSME. We have a session on that. And then same tomorrow, we have a session on the African business identity, because the global, we want to the idea of African business identity is how do you make your business global, and that's that in a way that it will show that this is Africa. We are talking about pushing the brand of Africa. If you notice what we do, you can see our website, the extension is always .africa. It's planned. It's a way we have to, you see, the point is that the global wealth is in Africa. Now, if you don't believe me, why, if not so, why would people leaving their countries and be coming to Africa? Because they know that the wealth is here in Africa. And many of us, we don't see it, but it's high time we begin to see and begin to package our brand. So tomorrow we'll be considering the account, and we'll be looking at the African identity. And then on Thursday, of course, we'll be hosting MTN 5G broadband team, and then connect.com CEO. So, I mean, the 3 days is going to be back to back discussion, back to back discovery, back to back release. Trust me. So, in the next few minutes, let's talk about Facebook experience. But then I need to know if you can hear me clearly, if no obstruction, if you can pick what I'm saying. Can you please give me hi, or just give me 100 on the chat room? Let me know so that we can move to the next thing, and move to talking about the Facebook experience before bringing in our guest from SMEDAN by after the Facebook experience session. Now, I know that many of us is already troubling, especially those who we have our businesses on Facebook, and you are seeing something like that is asking you for a preview, that is telling you there's a new experience, and you're like, what is this experience all about? What do they mean? Well, it's very simple, and I'll be explaining what is this experience, and how do you benefit, how will that help your business, because the primary is that it helps your business. So I can see that okay, I need to know. Okay, all right, oh good, thank you. Okay, I just want to be sure that people are there. You can, okay, okay, thank you. So, oh, thank you. So we can move on. So I'll be taking, I see so messages coming in. Yes, I can attend to. Okay. Some just, you see, if you go to our website, just go to business. For those who want to join, you can please, let's share the link with those who want to join us. But it's just simple. If you go to just click on the link. We are hosting on businesshub.africa, so you can share the link with or your friends. So we so please, let's move on. You can just join businesshub.africa. The is there. We are all in there. Okay, okay. Trying to get a response. Okay, so we good to go now. I don't want us to delay any further. I we've So we right, talking about business, talking about Facebook new experience. Said I'll be discussing with us in this first session the Facebook experience, the new Facebook experience, and how you can, I mean, as a business owner, how you can tap into this. Uh, all right. So because of recently, we still remember that Face Meta, as you know, the company Meta changed the name to company from Facebook to Meta, and it's because of so many things coming up, and along the line, the rebranding is going on, and then now for businesses and content creators to have more sweet experiences, more sweet flow, more sweet return on investment. Facebook has introduced what they call new Facebook experience, and it's for now, it's not all the pages. Some pages are still on classic, but some pages have moved to what we call Facebook experience. So, and how about this Facebook experience? So it is, I just want to try to, for some of us, see, I am having so many chat coming in. Please, let's be able to do this. Please, we need to fly. All right, so about the Facebook experience. So the new page experience is a way for you to manage. The idea is that if for some of us who have gone to Facebook, who are seeing the kind of uh, information that is telling you that okay, you have a new page experience that you should preview and stuff. The idea is, and now the idea is that it's just changing some things and to make it better. Now the first thing about Facebook experience is that when you sign up, when you have a sign up on Facebook, you create an account, that is your profile. Then you, for a business person, you move further by creating a page, and you create a page and you manage that page. You are the page owner and the admin, or perhaps you brought some people, you appoint roles, you gave role, you have page roles to some other people. So what is happening now is that now, instead of having to come through your profile, or before you go to your page, what number one thing that Facebook has done is that you can have your page can has its own profile. So it's, instead of being attached to your account profile, now the first thing about new Facebook experience is that your page is now a different entity, a different profile. So you can switch in between your personal account, the Facebook account, saying okay, my personal account is Blessed Dollar Saint. That's a personal account that I sign up when I was signing up to to Facebook, which can only have 5,000 friends and people following, and where I cannot run advert, I can't do business with Facebook. So now, and because I want to do business, I now create a page like I have before me. I create a page, Empower Africa Project. So what we are saying is that, and when I created it, I will have to go to my account, and if I want to anytime see what is going on, every information, every engagement, always will have to under come into Blessed Dollar Sign to see what is going on in Empower Africa Project on Facebook. But the number one thing that Facebook has done now is that you don't have to bring it, tight it under you. That page can be on its own, can run on its own. So, and then you have on your, you now have at this corner, you have it to easily switch. You switch from the personal account to any of your page, any of your page. So you can, let's say you have like 10 pages, each of them has become a profile. Each of them now on their own, they relate with people of with pages of the same categories, of the same vision. And this is very interesting. That, so what it means that the engagement, your personal engagement, is different from each page engagement. So each of your page now have the engagement of that is in same, in relation with same with others. So if you run NGO, what it means that your NGO is going to have in other NGO engagement. You can be able to relate with anything in your same, in your category. And let's say, okay, you are VIP. What Facebook has done is that they are able to collate VIPs together, that these VIPs are able to stay in a console and you can be able to relate together. And then this has given us a better opportunity. How do I mean? Now with this, it's giving you that even when you are not running promotion, you can have engagement with people of like minds, with your, not with that particular business, let's say, or with that particular organization, or with that particular concept. For example, you run an NGO. What Facebook has done for you is that now with the idea of new Facebook experience, what Facebook has done for you is that you can be able to meet other NGOs and engage them without you spending money this time around. Now, because your page, for some of us, the only way that our page function is we spending money, we are running promotion. So the side of running, the aspect of running promotion is still there and secondary. Now the primary now is that you can engage with people of like minds, the people that you share same visions together. So what it means is that your page, you as a provider, you can relate with your friends and family, and which is your profile, which is your account. And now you have a kitchen, you can relate with every other businesses around kitchen. Okay, you have you have a gym, you can relate with other businesses that run the like. So, and with these you are able to gather more information, have more idea, and have more engagement. And now that's the first phase. And so the second phase, you can run your promotion, your ads. And in running ads now, you still have the flexibility of running to every other your target audience. So it's very interesting. So because I know many of us have, we've come across this, you are like, what is this for? So what is it for? Is that it's actually to help business. For example, there are people that, or there are organizations you've been trying to follow, and it's been hard. But with this idea of Facebook new experience, Facebook is going to collate such organizations, such businesses, that is going to help you, that it's going to bring you together. So you be in same circle with the business, with, no matter how, no, it's not about the business is big, you be in the same circle with such organizations. I think is a very good one. And so the new page experience is a way for you to manage your professional presence on Facebook. So you can understand professional presence means that this is by business, so you can see the same people that you do this and see same people or same organization that you do same thing together, and you grow your audience and connect with followers. Then when you update your classic, now I don't know the regular page we had before is classic page. So when you update your classic page to the new page experience, all your page content including post, yes, your post, your photos, videos, stories and groups that your page is an admin of will automatically move to your new page. It's not that they're going to delete. You only as you upgrade, as you click and agree and you review, it's all the details are being moved to the new page. It's not that you lose them, but there is rearrangement, and that's why I need to tell us about that. So number one thing is that when you are moving, now, before, when you come to Facebook as your name, you come to Facebook, you now go to your pages and click page, and you can from there edit page. That's the classic page. But with the new Facebook experience, you cannot from your profile, if you click your page from your profile in this new experience, you are a visitor. You just be a visitor. Before you can be able to edit or do anything, you will have to switch at the hub, at the corner here. You will have to switch from whatever that is there before, either your home profile page account, to the page that you want to go to as the admin. So you have to switch at this corner first. So it is when you switch, so the moment you switch, it's going to give you opportunity to manage. Then that is when you will see something like professional. That's when you can go to the professional back end, your professional. That's when you will see your professional dashboard. So it's like that. So but understanding that you will have to first go to your account, you will switch at this corner into the page that you want to work on. That's the first thing. So it's going to move everything. So what is new? What are the new things? What's new for pages? Oh, a redesigned page layout that is cleaner and more intuitive. Now, it for some people now, it still looks like hard. It's not. It's the flexibility is there, and it looks more brighter. There's a redesigned page layout. That's a new layout, which is very attractive and intuitive and more intuitive. Then easy switching. Like I said, the navigation, you switch your page. Once you switch your page as an admin, you can be able to go to professional dashboard and edit. Then there are some of the things that change when you switch to that. You can be able to you see your link account. If you want to link Instagram and WhatsApp, so it's from there you'll be able to link. You can be able to link Instagram and WhatsApp. Makes it easier. You can be able to do pixel, do so many things, add manager and different things. Then what we call page role before is now not page role. It's you giving access. So instead of say page role, we now say we give access, call it giving access. That's in the Facebook new experience. Don't forget, I told us that some pages still remain as classic. Some pages still remain as classic, while we have other pages moving on. And you need to be aware of this. Everything, you see, the way digital is moving, the way internet is, things are changing, and you must sincerely make sure that you are not left behind. So I mean, when we're looking at this the program, the MSME virtual business conference, so I have, and of course I had the engagement with the Facebook, and I asked, look, these people are having issues, and then we look at it closely, and I of course the template was being shared, and it was being explained that it's for better advantage. And all we need to do, number one thing is that anytime you see changes in whatever you use, one is, I always tell us, always learn to update your app. Your app it's important you always update, because if you for example, if you have old app, you won't be able to enjoy the new experiences we're talking about. So number one thing, for every app, for everything internet that has, for every tool or business that has app, make sure you always update your app, because by updating your app, you'll be able to get the new information, or be able to key into the new projects and the new programs. So make sure that you update your app. So the new, then you, so what are the things you have? Okay, a redesigned page layout that is cleaner and more intuitive, then easy switching and navigation between a public facing page and an individual profile. You can see, you can easily switch between that, and that's what I've shown us. Like this age, if you have your Facebook, you can just try it out. If you have been seeing, if they have been telling you about new experience that you preview, so this is it. So you can easily switch by this age. You can the right, top right hand of your Facebook, you can easily click and switch to different accounts. You can easily switch to different accounts, and then so it's so with that, you can have different, all your pages, you can easily switch from one page to another. You can switch to your profile. Then you said you can easily manage. Then the another thing is that you are able to manage your page and profile separately. So this that time around, you manage them separately, they are not together. So each of them, so you can create journal for each one. So you can create journal and follow up. You can be able to get the follow up. You can be able to get more information, and be able to, and then what interestingly, that you are having communities. So you can be able to grow your communities around each of them. So the community we are growing for Empower Africa project is different from the community we are growing for Business of Africa. Is different for the community we are growing for Blessed Dollar Saint page. So because each of them have their vision. So this gives the opportunity to run different visions without having to have logard or issues together. So I think it's a very good one that Facebook has done. And then seamless interactions with other public figures, brands, and people via access to feed. You understand? So because they put NGOs, they are collated in same community, you can be able to really interact with others in your line, in your feed. So it's seamless interaction with other public figures, brands, and people via access to feed. Then follow other public figures, brands, and partners to create a feed with topics that matter to you. Stay up to date and connect with people and content on your new page field. So it's very interesting. So what it means is that if the information you have access to before, because it's only your profile, let's say all you have access to is like 100 information. What it means is that if you have page, you have double the information, your access. You have doubled, because from there you're able to know you are into a particular business, and then so you're able to get more information in that line and build community around it. So your new page field will be separate from your profile. You can follow different pages and profile to curate to a unique experience for your feed and the new page. So, and then actionable insights and more relevant notifications. So what it means is that with this, I'll be able to know who and who is engaging with Empower Africa project, who and who is engaging with Business of Africa, who and who is engaging with Blessed Dollar Saint. So you are able to know, and you are able to the insight is now very clear. So you're able to monitor and the engagement. And then I told us, now it's now about, instead of the page role, now what we have now is that you are able to give access. You're able to give access to people working with you, people you want to, and instead I want to appoint someone as editor or as admin or as this. So it's not about appointing or granting or giving page role. It's now about granting access to, okay, in my Facebook page, this is what you can do. Or in the business and a Facebook business manager, ad manager, this is what you can do. In the Facebook business account, this is what you can do. So it's all I now do is that I only give access. So we call it Facebook access. So you call it access. So you can be able to setting, manage and edit settings such as, now before you have settings at one hand like this, but now it's not, it's changed to, it's when you go to professional dashboard, you can be able to do everything they call every setting. You can be able to do all the settings. And then so then again, content, you can create, manage and delete any content on the page, such as post, stories and more. Then messages, now each page, now you know you have a messenger. So what it means that you can now, oh, it's very interesting that now with each of your page you can have their messenger, and you can relate in that page as a page. You, that page is, you are relating as, so once you switch, you are relating not as, let's say, okay, in a Power Africa project on Facebook, for example, once I switch at this age, I'm not relating anymore as Blessed Dollar Saint with you, with the audience, with the visitors. It's now relating as Empower Africa project. That is the page that is relating. Then the Instagram account link, so it makes it easier now. You with this, you just see, you, it's easy for you to link your Instagram account. It's easy for you to link your well, your WhatsApp. It's easy, so easy for you to link. And then interesting one again that we should be glad about. Many of us know that Facebook in time past don't do monetization in Africa and Nigeria. But interestingly, with the new Facebook experience, now you can clap because monetization and advertisement is there. So with the new Facebook experience, you can actually monetize your page. There are, of course, there are policies, but what it means now, you can make money as a content creator on Facebook. You can make money by engagement. So it's not only that you come to Facebook to run adverts again anymore. It's not about just running adverts on Facebook anymore. You can now make money on Facebook. You can be paid by Facebook. There is monetization now in the new experience. So monetization, use tools to help monetize content that you create. So as a content creator, now before a content creator, you know that you don't make money on Facebook except by third party. Either you are an influencer or either as an influencer, or there's someone, or you promote your business. But this time around, what we are saying is that as a content creator, you can now make money on Facebook. You can do monetization. Once you are qualified, Facebook starts paying you. Then you can be able to manage the page from all platform tools, including Meta Business Suite, Ads Manager, Creator Studio. So that page, you can go to that page, and from that page you can manage either if you enter with business.facebook.com, you can be able to manage that page and assign people, give access, assets and all the stuff. And then for those for some of us that in the past have issue with setting up Facebook pixel, the new experience gives you opportunity to set up without age. So with it's totally truly a new experience, because with what it means that it gives you opportunity. You easily manage, you set up pixel. Okay, by the way, many of us are wondering what is Facebook pixel. Now you know. When you visit a website and you go back to your Facebook, you discover you keep seeing the advert. That's what we call tracking. So it is through Facebook pixel that as a business person that you're able to track visitors. And so if you have a website, you have a store, and you think you don't enjoy that, tell your developer or web designer, person that design your website, ask them to make sure that your page your website has Facebook pixel. What it means that it linked your website and your Facebook page, that particular page together. So when people come to your page, they're able to retarget with the Facebook pixel. You're able to retarget them. So and with the new Facebook new experience, Facebook pixel, it's very easy, and now makes it more easier to do. So, and don't forget to have a store. Make sure that you tell your developer in Business of Africa, of course, that this is what we are trying to do. Why we the idea of Business of Africa is that in Empower Africa project for years we have been training business people and about data skills, data onboarding. But what we have noticed is that many business people don't have the time to really manage their account. They are not so many people run hard, they are not getting the result. They're not getting the desired result because one, learning how to run it right and putting all the necessary tools. That's why we came up with Business of Africa. That okay, that with Business of Africa we can be able to help digitalize businesses, we can be able to help onboard businesses, we can be able to help manage businesses. So for every website we build, for every website we build in Business of Africa, we make sure that we can't do a store for you, a business website for you without being sure that you have your social media settled. And what it is then having Facebook, imagine considering the numbers of people coming online. So and what we do is that we find every way to get to Facebook pixel, and then because that's very key, it's very very important for business now. So we do that, we make sure. So please tell any or your developer, ask them that you require Facebook pixel on your website. That is a way to save you money, so that if I visit your website once, you don't need spending again to bring me back. Any other thing, any other ad you run online, I can easily see it. That's the purpose, is retargeting. So now some may be asking that if I this with this idea of the new Facebook, of course, that okay, will I lose access to features or tools from my classic page? No, you actually the what is just remodification. What actually happen is that the classic, all the things you have in classic are there, but the names are being changed. Like I said, your page likes and followers, they are always there, they are following you. They like, of course you still have the display of people liking you, we always see that. Then classic page roles, such as when you say moderator, you make someone editor, they will not be available as page role. It's now access. You give what we call Facebook access or tax access to your new page to help manage it. So if I want you, I only give you access. Maybe the access is that you can create content, or the access is that you can run ads, or the access is that you can manage or the access that you can delete, you can appoint, you can give access to others. So all the access is that you can create finance. So the thing is that when you get to the professional dashboard, you will see all these different accesses you can give out, you can give to people to do for you. So I hope I trust we getting it. By the time you go to your Facebook and you start to explore, you will understand all these things I'm talking about. So and then business, you give access. Then publishing tools such as schedule post, you can schedule post from Meta Business Suite or Creator Suite or Creator Studio. Now Facebook has in the you have Creator Studios. Now I mean lots of things you just need to explore. Now you have the Creator Studio and the the business suite. On the business suite and the Creator Studio, you can actually schedule post, that this post you can schedule your post down for them to just be rolling at the appointed time. I mean, this is very, very interesting. So if you have all your posts for the month, you can schedule them and how they will run, and you can put them, have them arranged that way. So business feature such as jobs, appointment and offers, for some of us we are seeing that. I know some of this have to do with the categories you have, but we're just saying, like your classic page features such as reviews, check-ins and page templates. Now you manage your mobile web browsers, you can manage the new page from the Facebook page. This you can manage your new page from this. And It's so interesting. Now we so there's something I need to show us. Uh, if you look at if you look at this place, you will see that you easily see who likes your page and the people following you. You can easily, oh my, oh, so you can easily have that. You can easily be able to from this see who likes your page and the people who are following you. Very interesting, very interesting. And like I explained to some people, you see, businesses the way digital is, we can't afford not to learn, because the today's business is associated with knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Because something what you know yesterday, you may not, it's changing, evolving is there. So what you have to do as a business person is, I always tell people about three things, very key. Three things. Number one is you yourself must seek for information. You must update yourself regularly about the tools you are using, about your business, regular update. This is not like the age that you learn a business learn a business and you now stay with the knowledge of your boss. These things has changed. Now you have to learn every day around your business. That's the age we have. That's number one. Then number two, collaboration. We have come to the age that we have to collaborate together to make things happen. So while you learn the process, what you are doing, upgrade the things, you collaborate together, then you engage other businesses that run services in your area. I mean, that has to do with your business. And that's why we in business of Africa, we are finding every way that we 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 find every way to see businesses being onboarded without stress. We giving platform, we host now, we host websites for SMEs, we design a plan, then we consider again that hiring digital marketer for some people may be a big deal for small businesses also. So we have these plans that we create. Okay, I'll get to question. Now I have a question here, and please, if you have your question, I will answer us. Let me finish this. So we've done it in a way that we've assigned, we can assign someone to manage your account, that you will not need to pay, like cutting your head to pay. So we have those plans in Business of Africa. But I believe so much that for small businesses, there are things you can be able to do on your own. If you follow some of our videos, we try to teach some of these things that you can apply practically. So let me look at the question. The question, please, my question is, if in any way someone lost his or her Facebook account, either by hacking or blocking, will the person still be able to access the Facebook page? Yes, that's a very good question, and that I think I talked about Facebook role in some of our uh, trainings in the past. Now you see, that is the reason why it's not good to be the sole owner and manager, admin of a page. Number one, you must be sure, you must secure your account. I think we have talked about that. Secure your account, do the two-way for your every Facebook page. Don't just use the password alone, do the two-way authentication. Do the two-way authentication. If you do the two-way authentication, there are ways that you can be able to gain your page back. Number one is, if your Facebook account is being hacked immediately, let's say your Facebook account is being hacked now, the first thing you should do is to call the second admin. you will call the second admin in your page to remove you. You immediately just inform that person, so either your husband or your wife, or your just find a way that your confidant is another admin in that your page who can be able to remove anybody. So if as you once you notice an hack like this, the first thing you should do is to inform the admin, second admin, to remove you. That's the first stage, the first step. So once he's able to remove you, then you have saved that account. Now the next thing, like I said, do the two-way authentication is primary. So the next thing again is that if anybody gain access to your account, if you have opened that Facebook page, Facebook account on a device in the past, that device is still in existence and is opened down in that device, what you again, the next thing you will quickly do is to go to that device and quickly go to your Facebook immediately without wasting time. As you inform the person to remove you, your role, the next thing again you do is that quickly pick and hold device that you have around you and then quickly go into that account. Then you start change email. So it's good to have extra email account, change email, see what you can quickly do to secure your account so you can gain account back. In fact, I always tell you, before you go to help to talk to Facebook, quickly do this one first to see, because sometimes when if they hack your account and you didn't take before you inform Facebook, they cannot help you. Sometimes they cannot help you, but to some extent, if the hacker is not that if he's not a fully expert, some of them you can still get their account. So people get pages back and some pages they don't get back. So I mean, I think I've answered that. That's the way. So number one is that do two ways authentication on your every of your all your accounts that are important, your businesses. Make sure you do two ways authentication, and then let your confidant be an admin in your page. Don't be the only owner or an admin. Give access to someone else who can be able to remove you. And then another secret is have set up, don't just set up on Facebook, set up Facebook business account. So if you have Facebook business account controls whatever happened on your Facebook page. If you hack, if they hack your account, if you have Facebook business account, you will go to the Facebook business account to change the access. You can remove people from the Facebook business account, you can remove people on the page, you can remove people managing, you can change people. So that's why it is good to create Facebook business account. Don't just say I have a Facebook page. You must make sure you have Facebook business account, because it's another way for you in the Facebook business account to be able to manage all your pages. So there you can give an asset, you can remove an asset, you can assign people. That's another advantage. So with all this, I think you can be able to get that solved. You can be able to get that solved. Oh, okay. So I think I've answered that. Now do we have any other question there? We will be having, what I'm going to do for some of us, I'll share the link where you can read more about the new Facebook experience, and like I said, explore. Don't just know. So don't be like, what is going on? Prepare yourself, and it's for your good, and you can learn a lot. So please, do we have any other question? We will be meeting the SMEDAN representative now. Okay, because can someone have two page in one Facebook business account at a time? Yes, there is different. Okay. Okay, so let me explain. There is a difference between Facebook business account and ad manager. So in Facebook business account, you can have I think you can have up to 25 pages. You can have up to 25 pages. Account. You can now the answer is that you can have uh in the Facebook, on Facebook business account, you can have different pages like I have. And then about Facebook monitor Facebook business pages, Facebook business account, that I think you can start with three. They allow you start with three. As you work with that, as you engage, they open more and more for you. They open more and more for you, so you can have as many pages. And then you can have different, you can have up to 25 or thereabout people to manage, to ask for access to, for the role, the Facebook access for you. Okay. So okay, what's the, so okay, I think I've answered that. So you can have you can have multiple pages inside of Facebook business account. It's the best place to manage your account, because from there you can be able to manage your hard account, your pixel, your pages, all the people that manage your account. You can be able to manage them from there. You can be able to manage them from there. So do we have any other question before we move to the, any other question? We have to move into SMEDAN session now. So please, any other question? So I will send, I will pass across to Ross via her email, the update. Of course, you see, you have access to this video, but just know that you can learn more from Facebook. And Facebook is really, with the new Facebook experience, it's something that our business will really thank God for. I really assure you. So if we don't have any other question, okay, thank you. So I'm adding to the stream now. I'm in the StreamYard studio, and we have the next speaker with us. All right, stop my streaming. So I know that many of us, we hear SMEDAN, but we actually don't, we don't, some have the understanding, some don't have. And then some that have the understanding, they don't even know how to go about it. Some don't even know the SMEDAN office in Lagos, or in their state, or in their region. So today will be, and then I talked about the MSME. There is a policy which is for MSME. You'll be hearing it about that today. So we have in the house with us the Lagos State Center Manager for Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, the person of Mr. Bumi Kole Dawodu. You're welcome, sir. So you're welcome. So, sir, can you hear me? So let's welcome Mr. Bumi. Please open your, okay. Okay, we have Mr. Bumi. I think I have you. I brought you are in already, sir. You are in, sir. So can you hear me? Speak. Okay. So I don't know why I'm not able to. We have you, and your mic is on. Your mic is on, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying as much. My mic is on, but I can't. Okay, I can. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay then. Okay, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bumikole Daudu. I work with SMEDAN in the Lagos State office, and then I've been working with SMEDAN for 17 years now. And part of our duty is to um, part of our core mandate is to you know develop policies for MSMEs and then implement the policies, and then of course develop programs and projects that can help SMEs development in Nigeria. So here I'm only going to talk about our policies and then maybe our mandates to help some of us understand what we do in Sweden and how Sweden can be of help to some of us, particularly in our business. I'm trying to see if I can share a screen,
Yes, you
but
can. I will.
I'm
You
so new to this particular application, so
if you
maybe I
can
should
see
just
the
talk and then I can share the slide with the
on the present.
facilitators,
You can just
sometime
add a
soon,
slide on the present, sir.
maybe after the program. Okay, so um, okay, I think I got it now. Says my browser has blocked my screen, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me just go ahead and talk to us about the national MSME policy, which was reviewed last year, 2021. Before then, we had one that was reviewed in 2017. This one that was reviewed last year will take us to 2025. Okay, so we are hoping that in 2025 we'll plan another form of review of the policy. So particularly, I'm going to talk about the national policy and then talk about the MSME survey. So as part of our mandate, or with Sweden, is to create awareness and ownership of the national MSME policy. you know. Then we also provide platform that will allow stakeholders regular interface towards the implementation of the policy recommendations. And then we also allow the input or harvest by SMEDAN in driving the sustainable and inclusive development of the subsector. So this is the second revision of the policy was in 2021, but the first one started in 2007 actually. Then we did another skeletal one in 2017. So the objective of the policy is to facilitate and then sustain a vibrant MSME policy, MSME subsector rather, and that will be a major driver to the national economic growth and development. So that's one of the objectives of the policy. Another objective is to effectively deliver on employment and wealth creation and then accelerate economic growth. Then the policy areas, uh, there are nine thematic areas of the policy. One of them is to raise awareness for MSMEs. Then we have the finance, area. We have institutional and legal regulatory framework. We also have skills development. We have technology research and development. We have extension and support services. We have marketing. We have infrastructure and cost of doing business. Then we also have priority sector targets entrepreneurs like the agri sector, solid minerals, construction, manufacturing, creative industries, wholesale and retail, then ICT, then real estate, culture and tourism, and then particularly women and youth. So these are the major areas which the policy covers, and we feel that these areas are good enough for anybody, and every SMEs to be captured in the, MSME policies. So in the new policy, what we do is to reenact the inclusion of state council on MSMEs and national council on MSMEs. So this is an initiative of SMEDAN, the state council on MSMEs and national council on MSMEs, and then it is in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, which is our supervisory ministry. So what we do is to make sure that in all the states, all the agencies or all the players in the ecosystem of MSME development are captured together in form of a state council, and it is headed by the governor of the state. For the national, it is headed by the Minister of States for Industry, Trade, and Investment, and then um, key people are picked from the different agencies that serve MSMEs or are involved in MSME development, like NAFDAC, SON, just to CAC, just to mention a few, and then they are part of it, at the national level and also at the state level, so that this can guide the thoughts of development of MSMEs, within the states. So MDAs and implementation agencies nominate focal points or focal persons to oversee and report on the policy implementation. What we want is to cascade the policy implementation, to all the states of the federation. Though the states are unique, for example, Lagos is a unique state, but still we still have, to cascade the policy to, policy implementation to that state. So the focal point responsibility for the focal person, what the responsibility will be is to be primary facilitator of dialogue for issues within their respective remits, and then develop implementation plan for issues within the MDA's mandate, and then track and report on progress achievement issues, and then we also do support and M&E. So SMEDAN is the secretariat of the MSME Council, whether states or national level, and then our role is to initiate logistical support for a PPD, a public-private dialogue, across all the issues of policy matrix, the 9 major areas that we have mentioned, and some other suggestions from other people. Then we also close the link between MDAs and focal persons or focal points, and then we do M&E anchors. Then we have support for organization, national council, or technical committee meetings. We organize all that. Then we coordinate all reporting and ensuring report on policy is being carried out consistently across stakeholders. Then we also prepare annual MSME policy work plan. We do a framework plan for the policy annually, and then we manage contact base, the database of people that are involved, with putting up the policy and then implementing the policy. So at the state level, the responsibility for implementation of the policy will rest on the executive governor of the state. The governor shall establish and chair the state council on MSMEs, which will include the private sector. This MSME state council also involve private sector. It's also involved the MSME practitioners themselves. What I mean by entrepreneurs. So you are part of the state council. Then the states are linked to the national level through the representation on the National Council, as well as the National Technical Implementation Committee. But however, the participation of the 36 states in the policy implementation institution structure poses some challenge, because some people have not come up to, some states have not come up to that level. And the reason is not far-fetched, because again, we need to understand that some states, though, are trying their best, but they are still lacking behind, when it comes to this. Then committees shall therefore be created for the 6 geopolitical zones as a way of managing, state level input. So there's a committee at the geopolitical zone level that will probably prompt, states council committee members on, delivering or getting deliverables. Then representatives of this regional committee shall serve on the National Council and the National Technical Implementation Committee. So the suggested members for the national policy, for the States Council on MSMEs the executive governor, which I've mentioned, and then there can be a co-chair, the governor, and then one chairman of either the Chamber of Commerce or a vibrant business membership organization can also, co-chair. Then SMEDAN will be the secretariat, which I've mentioned before. Then representative of the Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Ministry of Agri, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Youth, Ministry of Women Affairs, state agencies on MSMEs, like some states have MSME agencies. But in Lagos, we have the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, serving as part of that functions of the MSME, the state agency for MSMEs. Then we also have on that committee of the State Council a representative from the civil society, state revenue agencies, that's the state internal revenue agencies, then one representative from the 5 active business membership organization, like the organized private sector, like NASI, National Association of Small Scale Industrialists, NMSMEs, Nigeria Association of Small and Medium Entrepreneurs, ASBON, Association of Small Business Owners. Then we have the Chamber of Commerce, just to mention a few of them. Then one representative from the media is also supposed to be part of it. A representative of ALGON. ALGON is ALGON, the local government, association. And then one representative from the microfinance bank. Then we also need a representative from the central bank, from NAFDAC, from Standard Organization of Nigeria, from Bank of Industries, Bank of Agri, from NISA, from NEPC, Nigerian Export Promotion Council, from the CAC, and just like that. So the membership of the committee, can expand up to 30 to 40 persons, depending on how the constitution is like. It's going to be according to the chairman. Then we also have we have objective of the we also have the national survey on MSMEs. This survey is to get the number of MSMEs in Nigeria, to get their to also get the skills gap, to also understand, which are into manufacturing, which are into agri or services, and which ones are doing well and which ones are not doing well, which ones are ailing and not, and just to have a robust total number of MSMEs according to states, according to the kind of businesses they do. So this survey is also very important because it's also included in the policy to get the number of MSMEs in Nigeria. We have done a survey, the last one was in 2020. And then there's another one that is in the process now that might probably come out in 2023 towards the end of or maybe the last quarter of 2023. So the objective of the National MSME Survey is to measure the level of contribution of the MSME subsector to the gross domestic product, and then employment and exports in Nigeria. And also to determine the number of MSMEs in Nigeria on geopolitical sectorial basis, or sector basis. Even by gender too, we can also determine that from the survey. Then also to identify the challenges and constraints confronting operations of the MSMEs in Nigeria, which I've mentioned earlier, and then determine the skills gap within the sector and the growth rate of MSMEs. So the 2020 survey confirmed that there are a total of 39,654,385 MSMEs. But I think the figure has dropped now to like about 36 million thereabouts, and of course this is as a result of COVID-19, which most countries were hit by. And then we have micro enterprises having about 38 million out of the 39, about 38 million, about 96.9% were micro enterprises. Then small and medium enterprises were like 3.1%, about 1,240,965 enterprises were listed under the small and medium. Then Lagos State presented the highest number of enterprises across all the categories. The major micro enterprise economy sector were agric. You know, I mentioned that they hold about 38 million out of the 39 million that was counted. So we have agric under the 38 million. Agric, you know, pulled about 38.4%. Wholesale and retail trade pulled about 33.3%. Other service activities pulled about 9.8% rather, and then manufacturing had 4.2%. So this accounted for about 85.7% rather of all micro enterprises in Nigeria. So the subsector also accounted for a total of 61 million employments. 61 million employments. And then the agri sector generated for that employment 61.1% of that 61 million. Then 7,498,586 was generated in the informal sector. So the informal sector just gave about 7 million plus. Then manufacturing had 21.6%. The recorded employment, you know, of about 21.6%, and that you know, gave a pass mark to manufacturing. And then we want opportunity for more opportunity for manufacturers, you know, to come on board in Nigeria. Then sole proprietorship recorded the highest ownership structure in the micro enterprises, about 96.2%. Then followed by the partnership, you know, of course, business, about 3.3%, while faith-based organization was the least with 0.4%. Persons within the age bracket of 36 to 50 owned about 44.4% of micro enterprises in Nigeria. So the male gender own about 67.1%, you know, from the total. Then the highest educational qualification reported among micro enterprises was senior secondary school, which pulled about 35%. So most SME owners had university degree, about 41.1% of them had university degree. And there was a marked difference in business registration compliance. Micro enterprise registered businesses had about 3.9%, and then other SMEs had about 50.6%. Percent. So the use of professional service, we found out that most SMEs did not use professional services. Yeah, because of course this is because most of them cannot really afford, you know, those professional services. So SMEDAN has partnered with EDC, the Enterprise Development Center of the Lagos Business School, as well as Kaduna Business School, to license business development service providers in Nigeria. So because of this survey, we found out that a lot of SMEs are not making use of business development service providers. About 2.2% engage business development service providers. Then only about 32% engage lawyers for both micro enterprises and other, you know, SMEs. Then insurance penetration was relatively low. SMEs or MSMEs don't do any form of insurance. Then the major source of raw materials and machineries was local, you know, was sourced local. Micro enterprises, you know, sourced most of their resources and machineries, you know, locally, about 87.1% of them, which is an indication that of an active capacity for local content utilization. Then 95% of SME operators use alternative source of power rather than depending on you know, from the national grid. And then 77.3% depending on alternative sources of power for 1 to 10 hours daily. So this shows that I mean, SMEs are thinking further than what government can provide for them. So this is a recurring factor for high operating costs with implications for competitiveness. Because the operation cost is higher, most of them cannot really compete. The competitiveness is low, yeah, because I mean they spend a lot, trying to produce. Of course, this is very notable because most of our programs for the coming year and all that is to help us to reduce operational costs, either with machines and then support with workspace, then alternative source of energy for better competitiveness for MSMEs. Then, of course, as anticipated, the distribution and marketing of MSME products was dominated by local channels as compared with exports. Most SMEs don't embrace the option of exporting their products because, of course, producing is a strong disadvantage for them. Then, of course, they would have to go through export promotion council, get some licenses and all that. So this, did not make them embrace so much of exports, but local channels, to distribute their products. Also consistent with the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020, most micro enterprises reported average monthly sales and turnover of below 50,000, which is very poor. So the most unfavorable government policies were high fuel price, high taxes, high electricity tariff, and high interest rates. So most MSMEs, most micro enterprises rather, reported lack of access to finance, about 92.4% of them. So uh, this is a major concern for SMEDAN as well. I mean, thank God for the survey, and then we're looking at possible ways of reducing this high incidence of lack of finance, and then bringing it down, to helping with grants and some loan with single digits interest rates. So, of course, entrepreneurship training remained the service most of MSMEs benefited from the agency. That's from SMEDAN, by SMEs, followed up by facilitation of access to markets. Now, as for the impact of COVID-19 on the MSMEs, the report showed that most SMEs, about 53.2%, were temporarily closed as a result of COVID-19. About 37.3% of micro enterprises were temporarily closed as well. In fact, some of them went extinct completely. Major reason reported for closure was government restriction as a result of restriction. So the pandemic cost a lot. Restriction of freedom, restriction on freedom of movement, increase in the cost of transportation, inability of MSMEs to pay workers' wages, also inability to pay rent, social security charges, etc., were part of the issues that cause their problem. So this is just part of the things that I can talk about. What SMEDAN has done so far, and then we're still doing, and then what we are working on. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks so much, sir. Thank you so very much, Mr. Bunmi Kolidaudu. Thank you, sir. So, you've talked about
But I
the.
really can't hear you. Blessed, I can't hear you
Oh,
at all. I don't know why.
okay. Okay, I think my okay. Can you hear me now? My mic is on. Can you hear me now?
But you can go ahead. Let's
Okay. Except I put you on WhatsApp call while I talk. But I know people will have questions. Please let's roll in our questions while I ask some questions. Now, if I'm not part of, maybe can you hear me, Mr. Daudi, sir? So if my question is, let me ask, please let's, if you have any question for Smedan, please you can chat, you can send the question in. But I have just on one, I need to ask some question. Okay, sir. So I'm going to ask the question. I'm already calling him because I don't know. Seems he's not able to hear me clearly. So I will ask the question we will hear, then he's going to answer for us. But please, if you have any question, let's put it there. Sir, please try to leave your mic on. Okay,
Okay,
thank
my
you, sir.
mic is
So,
on now.
okay, yeah. So the question, sir,
Yes.
if I we always tell us that SMEDAN certificate is important before I can have SMEDAN support or anything from federal government. And then we know that when we do some other trainings, we still have some certificates. So two questions from there. If I have the SMEDAN certificate and uh, for example, a single digit loan coming up, how important is the second certificate? Because some will say as I register now, or some will even say I've done the training, I have the EDC certificate, what am I doing with the, why do I need the SMEDAN certificate? So there's sometimes they have conflict there. That's one. Then two, if I have all these two certificates and I don't belong to any BMOs, the likes of SCCI, NAS, NASIMA, or whatever, can I see benefits from SMEDAN, or is it a must that I must be part of those community?
Okay, thank you very much. Two important questions. I mean, the first one to know is that, first of all, let's clear the air. SMEDAN has two types of certificates given to people. The first one is a training certificate, and the second one is a registration certificate. So let me talk about the first one, the training certificate. You know, before now, a lot of things have been going on about, SMEDAN certificate, how important is it, and how, how effective is it, and all that. Most times what we don't understand is that we are the only agency, or the apex agency, saddled with the responsibility of delivering entrepreneurship skills training, or entrepreneurship skills to SMEs. And these entrepreneurship skills might sound as soft skills, but very important to MSMEs, particularly how to write your business plan, or how to write a bankable business plan, how to keep your records, production process, what to expect from you, understanding everything about business. These are part of the things that some people already know, but we just need to remind you that, look, you need this for you to get. And then if you want to take loan from any other institution that is private, maybe commercial bank, they would ask you, do you have any certificate of training? So that SMEDAN training certificate is of importance. Now, there are some other bodies or organizations that also, take up that role of delivering entrepreneurship skills training. Yeah, some of them are very valid, well recognized by, any financial institution. So if you have that as well, that there's really no problem with it. But ours come as cheap, as low as 10,000 naira. Some of these bodies go, I mean, as high as 50,000, 100,000 for you to get that certificate. So that's why most people resort back to SMEDAN, for that training. So the second one, your second question, if you remind me again, is on
BMOs being part
what to
of
expect from SMEDA, right? Did I get that right?
yes,
Yes,
and
sir. Did I
then
get that
if I
right?
am I to be part of BMOs like NASIMA?
Are you there?
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, I'm
Okay,
asking.
the
I said your
question is,
second question.
yes, am I supposed to be part of
Okay,
the
a business
BMOs?
membership organization, or
Yes,
yeah.
before I can access
Exactly.
anything from government. And before, and then many people don't even know if calling you, everyone cannot be calling you. How do we relate with SMEDAN? What's the platform? How do, if I need, in what is the things that SMEDAN is rendering the support, how do I access the service? Thank you, sir.
Okay, the first one is whether if there's any need for you to join any business membership organization, and then the second question is how to reach SMEDAN, to access SMEDAN. Okay, the first one, in developed countries, most businesses are registered with the Chamber of Commerce, either the City Chamber of Commerce or any business membership organization. It's called the organized private sector. Now, this makes businesses that are informal a bit formal before before we can start before you can start accessing government support or some other organization support. And in some other part of the world, business membership organizations actually stand as guarantors or surety for most businesses when you are part of the organization. But in Nigeria, there's liberty to join any membership organization. If you don't want to join, it's not a problem. But of course, the fact is that if government wants to give out some sort of intervention, government will reach out to organized private sector, such as the business membership organization, the chamber of commerces, and all that. So these are the right channels for us, to get things done. So you're joining the organization, the business membership organization, or the chamber of commerce is just an advantage, but it's not compulsory, but it's just an advantage. Then secondly, how to reach SMEDAN. It's a very simple thing. Our office in Lagos is number 24 Fatai Aterewe, Matori Mushin, Lagos. Number 24 Fatai Aterewe, Matori Mushin, Lagos. It's very easy for us. You can just walk into any SMEDAN office in any state at all. Just Google SMEDAN state offices, or you go to SMEDAN website www.smedan.gov.ng, and then you access or whatever information. You can even drop a message there on our website, and then they will revert you to state manager or the department that can attend to you. So I mean, it's a very free one. We are open and free to everybody. I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah. So thank you, sir. So another question here is there any possible way of me getting my little scale business registered?
It depends on the kind of registration you are talking about. Our own registration is not like CAC registration. You just need to register with Corporate Affairs Commission to make your business. Why you register with SMEDAN is for you to be counted among businesses in Nigeria. And then if government have some sort of intervention for your kind of business in whatever sector that you belong to, you will be counted among those people that can be reached, first. So there are two different registration. Corporate Affairs Commission is for you to register your business, as a business entity, not not the kind of registration SMEDAN does. So registering with SMEDAN means that first of all you are registered with Corporate Affairs Commission. Now we know your business and we know what you do. So, any other question?
Okay, so okay. We have another question. Yes, I'm reading another question now. One is, can't we register our business online? I think he already said that. And then for the training.
You can with Corporate Affairs Commission, you can.
So if for business registration, it depends on the one registration you are talking about. For SMEDAN, you already have the link where to register and it's free.
Exactly.
And then I think
It's
that
free.
brought me to another issue. And I know there's always
Yes.
warning. These payments saying that I register for SMEDAN, I pay so amount. I was like, no, it's
No,
online.
our
I asked,
registration is free.
so
SMEDAN
people need to have that
registration is free.
understanding.
Yes. SMEDAN registration is free. It's absolutely free. Just go online, go to SMEDAN. You can even type SMEDAN registration on Google, and then it takes you to the registration portal, and you register your business, and then you get a certificate of registration at the end. Mind you, again, let me tell you, this SMEDAN registration is not in competition with Corporate Affairs Commission. You must register with Corporate Affairs before you can register with SMEDAN. Okay, our own registration is for us to have you in our database as a business that is registered in Nigeria that does XYZ, and then when there are intervention programs for your sector or your subsector, we can invite you, to be part of it, to benefit. So that's just our own registration.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, another two other questions, because some people go online. Some people will tell me, and there is a SMEDAN loan, and they said, say, I saw it online. Beware of scammers. Be so. Is
SMEDAN does
can
not give any loan. SMEDAN does not
exactly.
give any loan. SMEDAN is not commissioned to give loan. SMEDAN is not
Thank
commissioned
you,
to
sir.
give loan. So don't look at 1.5 million loan from SMEDAN. No, we have debunked that on all our social media
Exactly.
and even on our website. We don't give loan. We would
Thank
not give loan because the act by established SMEDAN does not permit us to give loans.
Exactly. So when they see anything SMEDAN loan, people should be aware that it's not from SMEDAN.
Exactly.
Now, the last
It's
question,
fake.
sir. The SMEDAN bank, the bank, where we are hearing it. Can we have a brief information about the SMEDAN want to come up with a bank, having people, having businesses sign up, and what are we expecting in that regard, sir?
Okay, it's very simple. Yeah, we are in the process of establishing a microfinance bank, that will cater for micro enterprises, especially because they dominate the number of MSMEs, captured in the MSME survey. About 96% are micro enterprises. People, I mean, businesses that would not need more than ₦1 million. So that's our target. So we are still in the process of working, on that microfinance bank, and I'm sure within shortest possible time, it will be launched, and then some of us will benefit from it.
Okay, sir. Thanks so much, sir. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate or the fact that how the calling. Thank you for the time. So, house, please let's appreciate Mr. Bumi Kole Daudu for being here with us today. Thanks so much, sir.
Thank you.
So please, you've heard it. SMEDAN doesn't give loan. I think
Okay, bye everybody.
this.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you, sir. So I think I've said this over and over, and I want people to understand it. Now you've heard it. SMEDAN doesn't give loan. Uh, I meet you, and when I sometimes when I some people when you try to explain things to them, it's like, what are you talking about? What are you? And some we even like fighting. SMEDAN is giving us loan. SMEDAN is giving us, and you see, SMEDAN. The other one is this issue of grant. They want to give you grants and they are asking you to spend, and you are still, I mean, you can't understand that that is not true. That's not true. How can someone want to give you grants, asking you to bring so money, but you've had it? SMEDAN doesn't give loan. That is not what we want to say. But you know that through SMEDAN you can access loans, you can access benefits from government, and it's easy to get to SMEDAN. You search, and then you can ask more other questions from SMEDAN in your state. And then again, you understand, if you look at the MS, and then why I had to bring the issue of the business membership organizations is because, like he said, things when support, whatever empowerment, whatever is coming from government, it doesn't come to individual. It will go direct to all these BMOs. So being part of BMOs is an advantage for you. It's an advantage, and for communities it's an advantage to be in group or individual be part. So if for community it's good you have a BMO presence. It's good you are in it. Yoruba has a proverb, you are not there, you are asking how do they share it. So we must be sure that we have annex branch, we are part of BMOs. BMOs like any chamber of commerce in your area. In your state you don't have one, make you establish one. Make sure that you are connected. So it's very very important. So that's it today. So I was talking about, and for you can see, please let's you can see the companies, the businesses we try to patronize, and we shared it across that this program is coming up, and that for free we could give you an exhibition stand. Because it's virtual, people don't understand it. You have to start from somewhere, and then you have seen it, we've started today, and you can see there are some of the, let's visit those companies. They are going to be there on the website of Business of Africa for the next, at least at the end of December. They're going to be there. You can communicate with them, you can check out their links, and perhaps you can see we can still give opportunity to some people. But that's the idea, that and this program is going to continue. We're looking at the people, we have regular exhibitions that you go, annual exhibitions, but we are just thinking of something different from the having regular exhibitions. Let's do something different more for our businesses. Let's have a way of one empowering, learning the what is, as is things are going on, you'll be hearing more other things. Don't worry, don't like I said, tomorrow it's going to be another wonderful time with the two great guys joining us. So this pro is packaged, and we're looking at it that not, it's not going to be like annual program, it's going to be quarterly, because we want to see from time to time. We want to be sharing knowledge from time to time. We want to be sure that we are helping our businesses. We really want to be sure. So make it a date, and you have your business, you have your friends, you can invite them, connect with them. And then if you have any question for us in Business of Africa, we're always available for you. You can ask your question. You can I've talked about, all I just wanted to talk about the Facebook experience for today, not on the regular time that I'm doing teaching about Facebook. But then it's not good that I just go and still don't talk about that. For me, I know, I always I meant, I see, when you know how to measure, when you know how to measure, the statistics reveal that this digital thing we are talking about, I'm a reality speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker. It's a level. As in, I practice whatever I'm telling you. So, internet is helping businesses. Don't lag behind. Find every way to be online, and that's why we have created Business of Africa. To when we target with our project, we target to onboard 20 million businesses within the next 5 years, and we want to train 2 million digital marketers. It's a vision, and we've started. It has to start from somewhere. So, and if you have missed this, any of the session, if you have missed today's session, we have it on our YouTube. If you go to YouTube, EA Project, EA Project TV on YouTube. That's our channel. You can be able to uh the videos, all our videos, trainings are there. This video will be there as well. And of course, if you register with the program, we will share the link for you to watch again, for you to spend time to learn. But you see, the interesting thing is that when you are inside, when you are there, you'll be able to ask questions. For example, tomorrow when we're to be talking about bookkeeping, accounting, so many businesses have issue with bookkeeping, have issue with accounting. In fact, I was explaining to some people at some point one day, I discovered that so many businesses don't even pay themselves. They don't know the difference between the regular capital, regular business money, and their own money. It's not every money in your hand when you are in the business that is your money. That is, there's you can only talk about your because when the money is coming in and the money is going out, you don't have no bookkeeping, no cash flow record, nothing, nothing. In fact, that is why so many people have it issue when it's time to when accessing fund, when accessing loan. So tomorrow we'll be looking at that, and we'll be looking at the global view of branding Africa in the global. That's all about the African identity tomorrow. And then, like I said, next tomorrow we'll be looking at global the business digitalization, business digital transformation, and then we'll be looking at the 5G broadband and how you as a business owner can maximize this 5G broadband to extend your business globally. Now, the other business that I want, if you want to scale in business, you see, logistics is one business that you can consider as a person or as a group, because the more e-commerce is growing, the more logistic business is growing. So, I mean, and that, remember I talked about collaboration, because I've discovered, I've seen it, that when the for every opened e-commerce business, there's an opportunity for logistics. There is always a problem of logistics, and every problem is a business. Every problem is an opportunity. So let's tap into all this opportunity, and that is what we have today. And let's be encouraged. Let's share the link with others for tomorrow. We'll be sending you the email. We'll be sending the chat. Is the tomorrow again, Business Hub Africa. Business Hub Africa is the network, where is a platform where we are meeting. I know that's another thing. You see, we explore digital is evolving, and this business in Business Hub Africa, that is where we have the hub. That is where we are hosting that. In a business of Africa can host thousands of businesses. You can promote your business, and when you promote with Business of Africa, if you manage your account, you will be available with solid tracking, solid SEO. I mean, every support we make sure we are giving out to all the MSMEs, to businesses across Africa. So it's not a time to give up. It's the time to rise up. It's the time to run. It's time to achieve. Success is on the way. Breakthrough is in layers. Now I discover how for us, we've had layers of breakthroughs, layers of breakthroughs, layers of breakthroughs. And so I can boldly say that success is possible for everybody. Success is possible, except you like. I made a post yesterday, and very correct. If you're a graduate and you still carry a certificate running here and there, I beg to apply. No, you are not in this generation. As a graduate, you have no reason looking for a job and begging for money with what internet has bringing to us, with what we have in internet, with the opportunities that are embedded, that are available. Do you remember that it's a skit maker started making his millions from a skit of I've been jobless. You remember the person I'm talking about? He created the impression that he's looking for a job everywhere, recording himself, and he has become a millionaire by doing that, using the power of digital. I don't know, there's nothing you do that digital is not there as an enabler. So please, let's maximize all this opportunity. Let's see to it. I had a teaching on wealth creation through digital technology. Get the videos and watch, and we still be having some of these trainings coming up time to time. So we have to go today. It's been a nice time together, and so that we can do other things. So please join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Put it in your calendar. Know it that 11 a.m. we're meeting with another powerful 2 hours session. And if you have missed the session, you can create time to watch the video, and so that you join us in the conversation. If you have any question, of course, you can always reach across to us in the Business of Africa, 09033823626 is the number. 09033823626. That is the number. So you can it's always good to chat because so many people call me, so many people call us, and so it's when you ask your question, and if any other thing, any other, we can always discuss, we can always talk. We are here to support you. We are here to support businesses across Africa. That's our own vision. That's what that people have different visions. So the vision we have is to support businesses, is to help the businesses to thrive, is to help to scale your business. And trust me, that is we are in for that, and that's what we are doing. So 09033823626, you have it on the chat. So let's continue the conversation. Let's join tomorrow, and I trust it's going to be an awesome time. So thank you all for coming. I'll be closing the channel for today. See you tomorrow. Thank you.